Hi guys, it's Sheena here, and I'm going to guide you through a 20-minute morning yoga flow. This flow is going to be an incredibly energizing flow and give you a lot of energy for the rest of the day. It's also going to be really grounding, as a lot of the postures we are taking will be on the floor. So roll out your yoga mats and let's get the day started right. Okay guys, I will meet you on your back. So let's go ahead and bring the feet in towards the buttocks. So it's going to help lengthen out the spine, and from here we'll gently roll down onto the back. Once you get down there, go ahead and extend your legs out nice and long. We'll bring the arms down by the sides with the palms facing up. Relax the full body here, and we're going to start with a couple of cleansing breaths. So take a big inhale through your nose here. First one, open the mouth to sigh it out. One more like that. Big inhale, fill up the low belly here. Exhale to open the mouth and release all the air. Let's go ahead and take another big inhale. And this time we'll bring the knees into the chest. Take about one breath here. So maybe you tug the knees in a little bit tighter towards the stomach. Maybe you rock side to side to release the low back after waking up. From here, we'll go ahead and inhale to extend the left leg out long. Flex the left toes towards your face, and we'll keep that left leg firmly on the ground. You can bring your left hand here to your hip bone to encourage that left thigh to stay on the ground. Let's inhale to bring the right knee in a little closer. From here, big exhale, let's gently bring the right knee down to the ground. So we're aiming to make this big 90-degree angle with the right hip. Let's take 2 deep breaths here and let that right hip flexor really melt into the ground. Sending breath, sending intention into the right side body. One more. Good, guys. Take a big inhale to bring that right knee back in through center. And we'll take a counter posture here. Big exhale is going to guide that right leg over to the left side. You can bend your right arm here and look up at the ceiling, or for a little bit more, look over the right shoulder. Same thing, taking 2 deep breaths here. You should feel this stretch in the outer right hip. And we'll take a big inhale to return through center and switch sides. Just gently warming up the low body today, as we'll be doing quite a little bit with the low body. Big inhale here, tug that left knee in a little bit tighter. And use the exhale to gently guide that left outer thigh onto the ground. Same thing here, you can use that right hand to manipulate the right pelvic bone down. Keep those right toes nice and flexed so the right leg stays active. One more big breath here. And inhale to return through center. Gently give that left knee another little tug here. And we'll exhale to move it over to the right side. If you need to kind of bring your hips to the left a little bit here, you can do so. If you'd like to bring your right hand to your outer left thigh for a little bit more here, you can do that as well. One more big breath. Good, and we'll inhale to gently bring that left knee back through center. This time, let's go ahead and extend both legs out nice and long. Arms reach overhead, take a big good morning stretch. And exhale to bring the knees back into the chest. Go ahead and curl yourself into a little ball here. We'll rock and roll a couple of times up to a seated position. And from our cross-legged seat here, we'll all make our way to a tabletop position, or all fours. So we're gonna bring the hands right underneath the shoulders here, and then we're also going to flip to the tops of the feet. So go ahead and untuck your toes. The knees are about hip distance apart. Now once you get here, we're gonna tuck our pelvis. So I'm gonna stick my booty out just to show you what tucking the pelvis is gonna do. We're gonna tuck, tuck, tuck under the hips, and we'll come to a nice flat back here. Make sure the neck is nice and long. Go ahead and look down in between your hands and keep a little bit of space in between the palms and the ground here. This is our strong tabletop. Begin to activate the core here and squeeze your abdominals. From here, we're gonna come to a bird dog position. So go ahead and inhale to extend your right leg out long behind you, flexing the toes towards the ground. And then we're gonna squeeze the right glute to lift that right leg up. Keep that pelvis nice and tucked. Now, optional, you can stay here. If you'd like a little more, go ahead and bring that left arm out in front of you. And we're just gonna pulse here to wake up the core. So inhale to squeeze and lift for 5, 4, 3, squeeze, 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 2, 1, well done guys, and slowly return to your tabletop. Good. And we're gonna go ahead and do that on the other side. It's a little balance challenge here. So we'll come to the left side. Go ahead and inhale to lengthen the left leg long, flexing the left toes. Squeeze that glute, inhale, lift the left leg high, and then we'll bring the right arm out in front of us as well. Same thing, we're gonna pulse here. Squeeze everything for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, well done, and we'll gently lower down. Good guys, from here we're gonna take just one cat-cow stretch. So make sure you're on the tops of your feet here. We'll take a big inhale as we drop the belly down, gazing up towards the ceiling. And exhale to round your spine as you curl your chin to your chest. Good, inhale to return to a flat back. From here, we're gonna build some more heat in the body. So go ahead and tuck your toes this time. Take a super big inhale. As we push into the ground, we're gonna lift the knees to hover. And we're just gonna hold this position. Now keep that tucked pelvis, squeeze the core. Keep breathing for 2. Last 1. Well done. Gently lower your knees back down. We'll take a big inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, shoulder blades glide down and back. Listen for the change. Big exhale. We're going to do the same thing. Lift the knees to hover. But this time we're gonna begin to straighten into the legs as we lift the hips up towards the ceiling for our first downward facing dog. Now we're gonna take about 2 breaths here, but keep a generous bend in your knees. Make sure the weight is even between the feet and the hands. And make sure you're holding no tension in your head or your neck. Let's take a big inhale to lift the right leg high. And exhale to step it between the hands, coming to a low lunge position. Once you get here, we're gently gonna place that left knee down. We'll take a big inhale to lift the chest and the arms high. If this is too much, go ahead and bring your hands down to your knee here. We're gonna exhale to sink a little deeper into that right hip. Keep your chest nice and open here. Good, y'all. From here, we're gonna bring the hands down to frame the right foot. Maybe coming up onto the finger pads here to encourage the chest to stay lifted. Inhale as you lift your heart forward. And we're gonna exhale to round the spine into half splits. As you straighten into your right leg, keep your back nice and long here. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale to bend into the right knee, low kneeling lunge, lift, lift, lift that heart through. Exhale to your half splits, curling chin to chest, keep those right toes flexed. Last time here, inhale forward. You should be feeling a little more limber each time. Exhale to your half splits, breathing into the back of the leg. Good, we'll inhale to come back forward here. And we're gonna take a modified vinyasa. Step that right foot back behind you. We're coming to a modified plank position. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Inhale here, find your tucked pelvis. Exhale to lower down onto the belly. Good, y'all. Inhale to lift the chest, hands stay underneath the shoulders, baby cobra. Exhale to lower down. Tuck your toes behind you. Inhale to push up, high plank or modified plank, your choice. Exhale to take it home, downward dog. Good, y'all. Taking one breath in your down dog. Think of your down dog as your reset pose. Catch your breath. We're gonna do that on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale to gently step it between the hands. If it doesn't make it there the first time, you can move it there with your hands. Place that right knee down. Inhale to lift the chest and the arms high, low kneeling lunge. Exhale to sink a little deeper. Really think about pushing those hips down towards the ground. One more big inhale. And we'll exhale to a half splits position, straightening into the left leg. Good, y'all. Keeping our flow here. Inhale to lift the chest forward. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale to straighten and round. Last time. Inhale forward. Exhale to straighten. Inhale back to your low kneeling lunge. Good. Palm the mat, and we'll step that left foot back behind us, coming back to our modified plank. Inhale here, tuck your pelvis. Exhale to lower down nice and slowly. Keeping those elbows tucked into the ribs. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to lower down. If you'd like to take modified plank, inhale back up onto the hands and the knees. Exhale forward, take it home, downward dog. Good, guys. We'll take one full breath here. On your next inhale, look past your hands, get nice and springy in your legs, and we'll take about 5 or so steps to a standing forward fold. And in your forward fold, let your head hang heavy for just a moment. From here, we'll inhale to a chair pose. So sit your booty back as you keep your weight in your heels, and we'll extend the arms out straight in front of us. Now squeeze your booty here, squeeze your glutes, feel that fire activate in the low body, and go ahead and tuck that tummy in. Nice tight core. Good, guys. One more full breath here. Well done, and this time we'll inhale to come up all the way to stand, upward salute, reaching the arms up overhead. And we'll exhale the hands down to heart center, nice and slowly. Good. From here, you can bring the feet about hip distance or a little bit more narrow. And we're gonna go ahead and inhale those arms up overhead one more time. And exhale to the right side for a horizontal twist. So bring that right arm back behind you, that left arm in front of you, and keep those hips pointing forward. We'll inhale to return through center, get nice and long. Exhale over to the left side, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale one more time through center. And we'll exhale to swan dive over the legs, coming back to that forward fold. Good. Keep your hands nice and low here. We're going to inhale to step the left foot back, coming back to that low lunge position. Drive that left heel back. Keep the neck nice and long. Firm up that right leg. Find your balance. Take a big inhale and we'll rise all the way to a high lunge. You can bring the hands to heart center or bring hands to the hips, whatever feels better for you. Good, guys. One last inhale. And a big exhale here. The left foot is going to meet the right in front of us, and we'll come back to that standing forward fold position. Good. Take one full breath, breathing into the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, and letting the upper body hang heavy. Let's take a big inhale, keep the hands planted, and step the right foot far back behind you. One breath here, guys. Important to find our form before we rise. Drive that right heel all the way back. Come high up onto the right tippy toes. Firm up that left leg. Take a big inhale and we'll rise all the way. Nice proud spine here. Roll the shoulder blades back. Exhale to sink a little deeper. Breathe. Good. One more big inhale. Exhale as gracefully as you can. We'll step the right foot to meet the left and fold over the legs one more time. Forward fold. Well done, guys. From here, we're going to plant our hands and take one final modified vinyasa, stepping the feet back behind us. Hands are in line with the shoulders. One big inhale, tuck your pelvis. Exhale to lower down onto the belly. Inhale for your baby cobra, lift the chest. And we'll exhale straight to downward dog this time. Well done, guys. Our final downward dog before we cool it down. And just take a moment to notice how this down dog feels different from the first one. From here, let's gently lower down onto the knees. And we're gonna bring the legs to come out in front of us. And sitting up nice and tall here, we're gently gonna roll down onto the back. So bring your arms out in front of you, a little activation of the core here. And rolling down onto the spine, nice and controlled. Good, guys. Once we get here, go ahead and bring the soles of the feet in towards the hips. And we're gonna tuck that pelvis one more time. We're gonna take a big hip stretch here. So bring the arms down by the sides, palms face into the ground. We'll take a big inhale as you push into the arms and the feet. Go ahead and lift the hips up. Good, big exhale is just gonna bring us right back down. We're gonna do that twice more. Here we go, tuck the pelvis, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last time here, inhale, lift. Exhale to lower everything down. Well done, and let's go ahead and cool it down. We'll bring both knees into the chest here. And from here, we're gonna come to a spinal twist. So go ahead and bring your arms out to T, or you can bend at the elbows if that feels better for you. And we're gonna exhale the legs over to the left side. Now you can bring your left hand to the outer right thigh here and apply some gentle pressure. But same thing, just take a moment to notice how this twist feels different than the one from the beginning of our flow. Let's inhale to return through center here. And we'll exhale for a twist to the right side. See if you can really use the breath here to relax those legs. So really let go of any tension you're still holding in the low body. One more big breath. And squeeze your core here. Inhale to return back through center. And we're making our way to our final pose, our corpse pose, our Shavasana. And corpse pose represents the death of the yoga practice. So really use this next minute to completely relax the body down into the ground beneath you. Notice any areas you're still holding tension, and just let them go. Return to your natural breath here. We'll be here for just a moment. when you feel ready, you can make some small movements here, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And no rush at all, at your own pace. Take a big inhale to come back to that good morning stretch, just finding length in the body here, one long line of energy. And use your exhale to hug your knees back into your chest. From here, we'll gently, slowly come up to a seated position, using your hands to help you up. And we'll close out our practice in our seat on our mat. Taking a cross-legged seat here and rolling your shoulders back. We'll take a big cleansing breath to close out our practice. So take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale to open the mouth and sigh it out. Bringing the hands to heart center now, lifting chest into the thumbs, thumbs into the chest. Thank you for letting me guide you through this practice, and I hope that you take this groundedness and this strength that you've cultivated on your mat this morning with me into the rest of your day. The light and love in me honors the light and love in you. Namaste. I hope you'll join me for more yoga flows on our app, Yoga Plus. See you on your mat.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psychetruth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.